Where are the Galapagos?
The Galapagos Islands, what are they? Where are they? It's a group of 19 islands, 13 large ones, 6 smaller ones. They're located in the middle of the Pacific Ocean on the equator right in front of Ecuador. It's an amazing place. What has made the Galapagos a very special place, the ingredients that make it so special, do not replicate anywhere else in the world. So there's only one Galapagos Islands.
What is the weather like in Galapagos?
Galapagos and Ecuador are crossed by the equator, and this has a multitude of effects. One of them is the climate. You have 12 hours of daylight regardless of the day of the year. Year round, the sun rises and the sun sets at exactly the same time. The shortest day and the longest day, there's a difference of 3 minutes. So if the days don't get shorter, and they don't get longer for that matter, for the wildlife this is very important because they do not have the stress to be able to mate until a certain season so that their offspring can move before everything freezes, before the food disappears, or before the predators arrive. So it's a year-round destination. There is a rule at sea, and the ancient sailors called it the doldrums, and that's in the vicinity of the equator. There's an area where the trade winds disappear. Scientists call it the intertropical convergence zone, and that's an area with no winds. So this is a fantastic place to be because you will not get seasick. The oceans you will find in Galapagos for most of the year are perfectly calm without any whitecaps.
What is the Galapagos National Park and why does it matter?
So the Galapagos Islands, 19 islands, 8,000 square kilometers, 133,000 miles, that's about the size of the state of Mississippi. That's the protected area of Galapagos. On land, 97% of the surface is protected, is a national park. Only 3% of Galapagos is not a national park. And that's where you have towns, that's where you have schools, that's where you have hotels, you have farms there as well. A little bit is produced of the food required for those who live in the Galapagos Islands and for tourism. There's a total population of about 33,000 people living in that 3% of Galapagos that's not a national park.
When is the best time to visit Galapagos?
Whenever you have time to travel to Galapagos, it's a good time to be there. Galapagos has no off seasons because of the wildlife or because of the climate. Because it's right on the equator, the Galapagos species can breed year round. Anytime you go, you will always see wildlife activity. The weather is never too hot or too cold to avoid going to the Galapagos Islands. I hope you have found this useful information to make a decision to travel to the Galapagos Islands. There's a form you can fill and a destination expert will be contacting you soon.
Metropolitan Touring.